Many people think they need a kitchen full of expensive gadgets to bake well, but that's really not the case. Home baking comes down to a few essential tools and knowing how to use them properly. By the end of this video, you will know which tools are truly necessary. So let's get started with the essential baking tools. The first tool is a reliable weighing device. I usually use it for ingredients like butter or chocolate because it is easier to weigh than to use cups. While a weighing device can be helpful for precision, most baking in this kitchen is done using cup measurements. I use them for almost everything, from sugar to flour and the smaller ingredients like salt. Using proper measuring spoons or cups ensure accuracy and balance in your recipes. Once your ingredients are measured correctly, the next step is to mix them together. For gently mixing and folding, a spatula gives you control, but when it comes to combining dry ingredients, a whisk becomes essential. It helps distribute baking powder, baking soda, and salt evenly throughout the flour. This small step prevents uneven rising and ensures a consistent texture in your final product. With the basics in place, let us talk about the electric tools that are not absolutely necessary in the beginning. Let's start with the food processor. You can absolutely cut, chop or crumble every ingredient by hand, but using the food processor saves a lot of time. While a food processor is useful for tasks like making crust, most baking relies on something a bit more common, the hand mixer. It creates a smoother, more consistent result. I've never actually used the hand mixer since we got our KitchenAid stand mixer, but this tool can already save you a lot of time when baking. A hand mixer is more than enough for most homemakers. But if you bake frequently or in larger batches, you might consider a stand mixer. The stand mixer is especially useful for heavier doughs, extended mixing times, or recipes that require consistent movement. Since it operates hands-free, it allows you to focus on preparing other ingredients while it works. This gadget is also a convenience tool. You don't need it, but if you do, you save a lot of time and energy. Even the best batter will fail if it is baked in the wrong pan, so let us talk about bakeware. Let's begin with one of the most versatile pieces of bakeware, the springform. For certain cakes, a springform pan can make a significant difference. As the sides can be released, it allows you to remove the cake without turning it upside down, lowering the risk of the cake breaking. If you prefer baking bars or brownie, a square or rectangular baking pan is essential. Because the batter spreads evenly across the surface, it creates a consistent texture throughout. It is also very practical when you want to cut clean, even portions. If you like muffins, a muffin tin becomes incredibly useful. Because each cavity holds the same amount of batter, your results become more predictable and uniform. They also help preserve the shape of your muffins. When it comes to classic breads and loaf-style cakes, a loaf pan is a must. Because of its narrow shape and deeper sides, it supports the batter as it rises and helps create an even defined form. It's also ideal for recipes that need slightly longer baking time without spreading outward. My loaf pan can even be adjusted in length, which is a cool addition in my opinion. For pies and certain no-bake desserts, a pie plate ensures even baking. The pie plate is designed to support both the crust and the filling while maintaining a defined shape. Its wide base and gently angled sides allow you to build structure without the filling collapsing or spreading unevenly. Beyond pies and cakes, there is one pan that belongs in every kitchen, the sheet pan. It allows heat to circulate consistently around your bake. A sheet pan can be used for almost everything. It's ideal for cookies, pastries, and many other recipes that require space to spread and bake evenly. And once your bakes come out of the oven, one final tool becomes just as important: the cooling rack. By lifting your baked goods off the pan, it allows air to circulate underneath, preventing excess moisture from being trapped. This helps maintain the correct texture and stops the bottom from becoming soft or soggy. As you can see, building a well-equipped kitchen doesn't require hundreds of tools. A few essential pieces are more than enough to get started. In the next episode of Baking Basics, we will talk about correctly preparing ingredients. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can also follow me on my other socials, which are linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope this episode helps you feel more confident in your baking kitchen. See you soon!